Let's talk about the zoom button. Too close and you'll get nose hairs.
Even though I swear I trimmed them, I'm just getting old.
Too far away and you'll squint to see what's happening. What's up? Zoom. It was made to be used. And so here is the first and most important rule about editing and directing video. Vary the zoom. This is non-negotiable. Be more clear, you can never, that's right, I use the word never switch from one camera at one specific zoom length to another camera at the same zoom length when you're pointed at the same person or subject. All beginners do this. Don't. It looks bad. It looks like it's a mistake. It can be jarring to watch. There's no purpose, okay? Use varying zooms. But let's get into more details on the different types of zooms that you can use. The first is the medium shot. You can also think of this as waist up. I used to call it the no pants shot because you can't tell if the person's wearing pants. This is the main shot that you use, especially for preaching. It's close enough to see expression, but far enough to be comfortable. You'll want to stay in this shot about 70% of the time. Proper headroom is also really important here. One of the rules is to leave only enough space above the speaker's head that would be the equivalent of their fist. If they put their fist on their head, that's how much headroom you want to have. If you look at older film and television, they used to leave more headroom, I think because of the old 4:3 aspect ratio. And now in modern TV and film, they cheat even more, and they'll have it so the top of the person's head is touching the top of the frame. That's kind of acceptable now. But I think for our purposes, the one fist over the head, that's a pretty good rule to follow. Also, as you zoom in closer, you want to have less headroom. But as you zoom out farther, you can give yourself quite a bit more headroom on the subject. Next is the long shot, or head to toe. This is a good fill shot, and it can be especially useful if you're showing more than one person. Don't stay on this one too long though, because there can be a lot of wasted space on either side of the subject. And for that reason, I don't actually use the long shot very often. Most beginners, they like to use the long shot as their safe shot, but I'm gonna encourage you, use the medium shot a lot and let your safe shots be the wides. For context, there's more stuff to look at. Zooming out even more and we get to the wide shot. For our use, this is essentially the stage. It gives context, but you can still see the subject clearly. I like to use wide shots quite a bit because they establish context. It's important. It helps the viewer not to get lost from all the close-ups and mediums that you're using. But don't stay on this shot for too long because it can disconnect from the emotion and the expression that you get from the closer zooms. One more that's really my favorite is the extra wide shot. For this and our purpose, this is the whole room, or the full house. I like it because it shows the congregation and they're an integral part to the church gathering. It's also an excellent shot to use during transitions in the service when people are coming on or off the stage or even in between songs. But it can be really disconnecting from the subject because you can't really see them. So, if you're gonna use it in the middle of a song or during a sermon, just be really quick, just a few seconds if you're gonna use it then, because you don't want to disconnect from what's going on. Going in tightly, we have a close-up. Traditionally, a close-up is just head and shoulders. It's more intimate. It's used to convey emotion. As long as the speaker is standing still, close-ups work really well for prayer times or those touching moments in the service when you think, oh, I'm gonna cry, right? That's when you want your close-ups. Personally, I feel like head and shoulders is a little bit too close for church, so I like to back off just a little bit and do like sternum up, right? That's my close-up as I pull out just a little bit more. Because if you stay on it for too long, this can be really awkward, like somebody who is a close talker.
He's nice, bit of a close talker.
A what?
You'll see.
All right. Hello, Aaron.
So how long are you folks in town?
Extreme close-ups are used in TV and film to be very intense, and sometimes it shows even less than the head, like just a portion of the face, maybe even the eyes. We don't use them really though, unless you want to zoom in really close on like an instrument, like maybe a guitar or the drums, but keep it short on these close-ups, okay? Again, let's go back to the medium shot. I want to give you a couple different types of medium shots. There's the 3/4 shot, or the knees up. This is halfway between a medium and a long shot. Some people like to use this, but professionally, you're only going to see a 3/4 shot if the subject is moving or the camera is moving. The static 3/4 shots, they can feel a little bit weird and awkward because you're cutting off the person in a joint and you wonder, do they have a leg amputated? It just feels weird. And for that same reason, I don't ever cut people off at the ankles. I try to avoid that. Then there's the cowboy shot. Coolest name ever, right? It can also be called guns up or the American shot, and really it's halfway at the thigh. It's comfortable and allows for some movement, but best of all, you can rest easy because now you know your speaker is wearing pants. Yep. In my opinion, the cowboy shot is the very best shot to use in church. Here's a chart. You may want to pause the video and take a screenshot right now. I'm going to put a few more links at the bottom in the description of other videos that you may want to check out. They give some great examples. But let's do something fun to wrap up this video. Let's analyze one of the most epic scenes ever made. It's from the 2012 film The Avengers. Starts with an extra wide, establishing context, then a cowboy shot, then a long shot. It's going to stay on this shot for a while because it's less intense here at this part of the scene. And then we're switching to quite a few mediums here because the dialogue, switching subjects, of course.
Stark, we got him. Banner? Just like you said.
Those are the important lines. Here are the close-ups.
I'm bringing the party to you.
An extra wide is to introduce a new character, the alien main enemy there. Quick medium shots, a close-up, another important line from Widow. A wide growing to a close-up. As the action is building here, the shots are going to move faster. Cowboy shot of Banner.
Dr. Banner.
Close-up, important line.
It'd be a really good time for you to get angry.
Right, medium, now they're building up to the peak line here coming from the Hulk.
I'm always angry.
And as he grows, it focuses on the alien. Of course, then we have the action scene. Things are moving quickly. A medium shot of the alien, an extra wide shot from the top. Beautiful shot there. Medium shot of Tony. Medium close of the alien. Long shot, medium shot. Lots of action here. Lots of quick changing. We establish this establishing shot of the people in the background, and then we have a panning long shot introducing the other aliens that are shrieking in terror, building up to the iconic 360-degree panning medium shot. Amazing shot there. Starts in close and ends up at a cowboy. Average shot time here is 3 seconds.